Hey everyone, how are you doing? Jon, Vertvich, Tankan, Wee Wims. What's going on? Congrats on 2 years. Thank you, Pizza Racer. It's been quite the journey. A little celebration first. 2 years since I got my Twitch partnership. But also today, it's a big day for other reasons as well. I'll be playing against Sergey Movsesian in the Banter Blitz Cup starting in an hour. So do make sure to send me some warm-up challenges and make sure that you lose in order to give me some confidence before the big game. Hey Horace, how are you? Hansulov, also with the anniversary. Coming Coming in with the 12-month, 1-year resub. Thank you so much, Hansulov. Will we play Bullet? Maybe, Syrian. If you're in a Bullet mood, then I am as well. Hey, Deurus, how are you doing? Hey, Chris. Yes, we're gonna take home the trophy. Well, I guess we're not competing for a trophy just yet. But, we're inching closer with every match we win. So far, I beat the guy from Peru, whose name I actually forget. But yeah, even if I win this one, it's going to be another really tough, evenly matched opponent in the next round. But it's a cup tournament. You gotta win to keep going. And Mubot has some information for you. As a part of my 2-year celebration, I have decided that videos on demand will now be available to everyone. It will no longer be a subscriber only thing. Hey Halvard, how are you? Don't play Bullet, play Blitz, since that's what you're gonna do. I don't know, because the need for speed is big, and we're probably gonna have some tricky time scrambles. So playing Bullet makes some sense to me. Rich and Wee Wims celebrating the new VOD policy. And Corto coming in with the 2-month Twitch Prime resub. Thank you so much. Hey Abdu, how are you doing? Yeah, Christian Cruz, that's correct, Horace. And it was quite the match. My last the first match of the Banter Blitz Cup, it was 2-2 after 4 games, and then I won 7 in a row to win the match 9-2. So that was so extreme. Hopefully something similar today, but everything was going my way last time. Hey Steve Eyes. Thank you. Actually, Syrian, I've already had like 4 cups of tea just before I went live. So it's definitely not a lack of tea, I would say. Yeah, 7 games in a row against a Grandmaster is so sick. Okay, we're gonna warm up with some Bullet, and we're gonna try our new opening. Choking already? Wow, Vertvich. Don't be saying stuff like that. You're jinxing it already. Okay, I've been testing this out now, and I feel like it's okay. That was not great. I feel like it's an okay system, but It doesn't feel as quick as my G3 opening. Is Opera a sponsor? Yeah, so I was told that for the Banter Blitz Cup, I needed to have the Opera logo. I can probably take it off while we're doing the warm-up, though. Or I could email them and say that they should be sponsoring my stream as well, not just the tournament. That's probably the best approach. Syrian, I'm here to get some practice doing doing like I think actually that's my first ever loss in Bullet on stream. I don't know what just happened. I completely forgot that he was. Yeah. Okay, this is not great. What was I thinking? I was thinking regardless of which move I make, I'm just completely winning. And I didn't think too much about it. Hey Nicole, thank you for the tier 3 upgrade. It's a pretty good tier 3 emote, I think. Hey Dirk. What's going on? I don't know, Syrian. I did not give your attack any credit. Which frankly I kind of agree with myself that your attack was not very impressive. However, I did kind of help you out there, I would say. Why is Opera better than the other browsers? I don't really know. It's a pretty good browser, actually. Legitimately. It had some built-in VPN. But I'm not sponsored by Opera, so I don't feel kind of committed to learning any kind of sales pitch. They're the sponsor of the Banter Blitz Cup. And they're Norwegian. You know, old chess people know that Norwegian stuff is good stuff. You feel better, Sirad? Yeah, that was pretty extreme. I told you not to play Bullet, says Wims. Yeah, you did tell me that, but how was I to know that I would checkmate myself? That was pretty extreme. I'll turn it off. We're gonna confuse too many people with this. We'll turn it back on when we're doing the Banter Blitz Cup. Carnicero, thank you for the 2-month resub. You can relate to the missing maiden one. Yeah, but thanks for making me feel a little bit better. Okay, that was... Yeah, and as a result, there's a lot of people challenging me to 1-minute games. They're thinking it's Hammer's generosity. He's giving away free points right now. They want a piece of this action. Flo, thank you so much. You thought Opera went out of business? I don't think so. So, I think it's one of the biggest technology successes in Norway. Good to know Hammer can lose as well. Chessfuss, clearly you don't watch the stream often enough. I would say I lose too often. I lose so often it's not special to people anymore when they beat me. Because you know, when you're a streamer and you're trying to be good, you want to make it prestigious beating you. But I have been playing so badly that I think it's lost some of its value. Okay, we got some pieces. I should have gone rook d2. We'll get another chance. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Faba. Good evening, Balash. How are you doing? I have no idea, Flo. Hey, Aria, how are you doing? I'm okay-ish. I gotta say, losing on bullet, however undeserved, it caught me a bit by surprise. Always the first game of the stream is, yeah, you should never. The chances of something going wrong first game, very, very high. Hey, Potless Flower. Well, I'm glad to hear that, Chess Fuzz. I do try to make it a rare occasion. Losing, that is. Liverpool or Flamengo? I don't know. Is it the final? Are they playing today? I gotta say, I'm not fully up to speed on all the details of the World's Club Cup something. Give me the checkmate. I'm not sure how it's a checkmate. This is gonna work. Tomorrow? Yeah, double reverse. The Banter Blitz Cup is in 50 minutes. Does your E6 D6 system have a name? No, Horus. But we're considering naming it the Hammer 6th rank defense. It would be a shame if that one got a name before my normal bullet opening. Yeah, no, Area. I'm still shell shocked by the fact that I lost in bullet. Never happens. Not on stream. I genuinely think that was the first time I lost in bullet on stream, which is pretty sad. It was a nice record to have, but they do say that records are meant to be broken. This bishop also very broken. I'm not even going to take the rook. My bishop down here is much more valuable. How many pawns do I have right now? I have quite a few pawns up. And it's not just the pawns, it's also the fact that... Yeah, give me another one. This hurts. This hurts a great deal. I let him move his rook. That was silly. We take that one and then that one. Poor guy's not going to have any pieces left. Hammer playing Horde. Basically, Nicola. Basically. Okay, I'll keep that in mind, Gondolius. I think... I guess I think Liverpool is going to win. I mean, they traveled with a pretty good squad and they might as well win the tournament when they're participating. Norder, thank you so much. You're looking for some advice. Keep your cool. from an experienced person. Well, there's not that many areas in which I am experienced. But give it a shot and we'll try to help you out. Such a silly place to put a bishop. Yeah, no, I'm making it a bit too easy for him. A little bit too easy. We gotta open up on the other side. I don't know about this move. But we're getting the pieces into the game somehow. Outplayed. Look at those dark squares. Okay, now I'm feeling it. This is how we're going to play in the match. What time does the match start against Movsesian? At top of the hour, 10 p.m. Pepinilio. Hey, Sergey, how are you doing? Sergey, someone was asking yesterday what your Twitch username is. If you want to post in Twitch chat. I don't remember who it was, but someone was wanting to gift you a Twitch sub. Actually, that's pretty nice. I'm playing Sergey Movsesian, Mr. Crinkle, the better of the two Movsesians. Fresh Lizard. Yes, that's true. Yeah. Good memory. Shots fired. That is just a statement of facts, Flo. There's two guys who has Movsesian as their last name, and one guy is considerably stronger than the other guy. I feel like I didn't say anything very contentious there. Doesn't playing bullet against lower rated players hurt your chances? No, I don't think so. Why would it? I'm kind of just practicing pace right now. I'm practicing, making sure you make the moves. You're warming up, right? You can warm up without playing like the real deal. I'm making quick moves. I'm hitting the squares correctly. I'm reacting. Do you play the bad one? No, I play the good one, Dirk. I play the one who was at his best 2750. 2750. That's quite the rating. I mean, Karin is good, but he's not 2750 at his best, Crinkle. Who is Moobot? It's the house robot that helps us keep chat informed about, things going on in the world. Hey, Slivko. You ready for the match? Wow. I'm not falling for that twice in 1 hour. No way. No way, Jose. I could have played D3, D5. Feels bad. Let's do this. Wow, that's not the best queen placement. You do not like to see that. Oh my gosh, this queen really needs to have a conversation with the rest of the squad. They don't have that queen's best interests at heart. Also, how am I not just winning instantly? Oh my god, that queen. I think this is the easiest way to get it done. Joe, thank you. 2 years. It's been quite the journey. This is the guy who missed Queen E2 to eliminate Ding. Maybe Alibaba. I wasn't really following the World Cup that closely. Honestly, I thought Ding was just winning that game, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know, keep your cool. I mean, you're always going to be disappointed when you've blown a big opportunity, but if you're just like one norm away, it does feel like a bit of an overreaction to a single move, taking a break like that. He was first winning, then losing. Okay, I don't know. I kind of like these 1 minute games. If there's some more people who want to challenge me to 1 minute games, this is your chance. Apparently, I'm still a bit groggy, a bit shaky, which means that you might have a chance to win. Syrian was one who benefited from my chess blindness. Maybe you can be the next one. Although, I will say I'm warmed up at this point. So I might also just crush everyone. Okay, I might need some chat help. I haven't done big D. I haven't done that much preparation. I've looked over some of Sergey's games and stuff, but I don't really know too much about him as an internet player. Over the board, he's like super solid and just rarely makes just he kind of just goes for the positional play, grind out a win in an end game kind of style, which is going to be interesting because that's kind of what I do as well. He plays ass boring openings. I would say he actually plays more boring openings than me. So that's either very good or very bad. Because either he's just jumping into my territory or he's actually better at that than me. But we'll figure out soon enough. But also, I'm curious, how did he do in the first round? Who did he play in the first round? So if we have some researchers in chat, I'm interested in that information. Stian, no, I'm not playing the World Blitz and Rapid in Moscow. I'll be doing commentary on VGTV instead. Anniversary background? No, Dirk. That sounds like work. Boring player versus boring player. Yeah, we're really advertising the match, Tankan. He played Adrien Demuth. And what was the score, Carnicero? Okay, next up, Bishop h6. Now that we have a new bullet opening, we're not going to give him the chance to play, what? b5? Really? I think I gotta be more alert to the fact that people sometimes just give away stuff in the center. Eight and a half, 3.5. Yeah, okay, so he won quite convincingly, I would say. 8.5 is pretty dominant. 8.5 is the score everyone gets, though, because it's first to 8.5. So 3.5 is the more relevant information we're looking at. I'm kind of pinned here, which is not great for me. Kind of want to get out of this pin ASAP. Okay, we got rid of him, but there's a pretty good chance he's gonna reappear somewhere else. Let's do this and get rid of that. Then put the bishop. Ooh, that's a good placement for a bishop. Right smack dab in the middle of the board. Now the queen, the rook. We're having a party at his house. Also free stuff. Thank you. Okay, so he beat Demuth 8.5, 3.5. That's a good score. B5 was a mouse slip. Okay, yeah, I got a bit confused. Wow, Chap and Vivid clutched the last game. 31st on EU. That's pretty solid. Queen D2 wasn't a mouse slip. Feels bad, Slumka. Feels bad. I'm just fixing a MooBot command because we're probably gonna want a command for the format. So I'll make a format command. First to 8.5 wins. I mean, that's short and sweet. You don't have to make it more complicated than that. Time to switch to 3 minutes for a good prep, says Bloby. Coincidentally, as he challenges me to a 3-minute game. We'll do a couple more 1 minutes and then we'll do your challenge, Bloby. Nicola, did you put Santa hats on all my emotes? Although I will say I agree that that one was pretty successful with the hammer. Okay, let's do this. And then this. Big attack. Big attack. Big attack. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Check. Ouch. He thought I was going to take with a pawn, which makes no sense. Why would I take with a pawn? Free stuff with a check. I should have taken on b7. That would have been prettier. Hey, Ulan. Rose and Botez match was epic. Yeah. Although I have some critique as to why it was epic. Didn't she have an extra queen? In my personal opinion, that match shouldn't have been as close as it was. What are you best at? Blitz, bullet, rapid, or classic? Ooh, that's a good question, Chess Fuss. I would say probably I'm a pretty good classical player. I like taking my time considering stuff, but I'm also pretty good at bullet. So maybe classical and then bullet. Those are my two best ones. Wow, the gnome with a Santa hat. That's pretty good, Ulan. Your opponent played 1 e4 every time he was white in the first round of the Banter Cup. This is the kind of research for which I keep you guys around. Very good research. Coincidentally, I also figured out that same thing. He tends to stick with his 1 e4 move. So the question is, what am I going to do against it? And I haven't really decided yet. Botez was way too passive. I saw that Eric was pretty good at sacrificing his queen in a good way. Like grabbing the pawn on b2 and then capturing the knight and giving himself an outpost on c5 and stuff. But even so, a queen, it's so much. You need to follow your own video repertoire? Well, I can't really do that with black, Dirk. Yeah, Chi Yu is pretty good. Seven Rook G8. I'm not even sure I get that reference. Perpetual. Kramnik played Rook G8 versus Aronian. Some Sicilian? I don't know. Candidates. I mean, I remember someone getting completely destroyed. I don't remember the opening though. Okay, we have so many 1 minute challenges. I'm just gonna keep going. I feel good about just moving the pieces. I'm becoming more trusting of my instincts as I win in crushing style time and time again. Yeah, no, I would like to play the Berlin against Sergey. In fact, last time we played in a real tournament, I played against Sergey in the World Cup in Tromsø 2014, and then I actually beat him in the first round. And I remember I played Sommergåsen with white, and then with black it was a Berlin defense. So yeah, we have some history in that opening. Unfortunately, he has changed. So now he's playing the Scotch against e5, which, it can be a very tricky opening. People are weird, Slumka. What can I say? Maybe they're just big fans of chess. Who knows? That was not the optimal move, but on the other hand, it's not a problem should he take it. Speaking of suboptimal moves, that one really qualifies. Castling there was ambitious and reckless. 2-year badge, yes, Ulan. We're having big celebrations today. I have my 25-month badge today. Basically, the proof that this is the 2-year anniversary, because you're always 1 month ahead. Can MVL still qualify for the candidates? Yes, no pawn. If Nepomniachtchi loses the final of the FIDE Grand Prix, then MVL qualifies. Castling long, but not long enough. Yeah. If he could have tucked his king in the corner, that would have been fine. But the king still had some ways to go. Did you ever go to Venice Beach when you lived in California? Yes. In fact, my very famous Hawaii shirts were bought at Venice Beach. But I don't know. I didn't think it was anything special. But I was just a kid. What do kids know, anyway? Okay, you guys are doing a great job of really boosting my confidence here. Who are we playing against? Sergey Movsesian, Faba. Are you often at the good night? Not that often, Televink. I live like super close to the pub, but I'm not there super often. Would you like NEPA or MVL at the candidates? I mean, I think I would prefer MVL. But, there's a slight chance we'll get both of them, which would be cool. And even if MVL doesn't get a spot, I think that's just how it is. He had his chance and he didn't really take it. I forgot about this one. I was so obsessed with protecting this one, I forgot about the other one. So here we are, having horrendously placed pieces. And now we're just going to have to... Wow, that was pretty generous of him. He just gave my knight a route to get back into the game. Pro Chess League starts in January, Chess Daddy. Would be shocking to see Hammer in a pub? I don't think so. Unusual? Maybe. Shocking? It's a bit too much. Alexenko can get a wild card Keep your cool. Which variation of the Scotch does he play? He plays the really boring main line a bit. And then he also plays the Miesis. That's Baron. So I'll probably go knight f6. And for the first couple of games, I suspect he's going to do the boring stuff. And then if he's behind, probably he'll start doing the more aggressive variations. Let's just do this. I wonder how fast he is, though. That's what I'm the most curious about. What's stronger, the Scotch opening or the Scotch drink? I would have to say the drink. The Scotch opening is not super impressive. It's just very solid, which is what he likes about it, probably. Queen h4. No, we're not doing silly things, Bloby. We're not taking opening advice from a guy who plays the Cochrane's Gambit. I'm playing this very poorly. Let's just take this one. What do you think about the concept? I mean, the Good Night is a very cool place, and I think in general having venues and stuff like that within the chess community is fantastic, and especially if they manage to kind of reach a clientele who's like curious about chess but never really played over the board previously and stuff like that. That's a huge deal, not only for them but also for Norwegian chess. And I know for a fact that they have definitely had a lot of people at the bar who were just curious, just checking it out, which is great. And that's also the only way they can justify their existence if they go beyond the chess community, because the chess community is not big enough to support there being a bar trying to survive in a pretty competitive Oslo nightlife. I dare you to win a King's Gambit. I don't play the King's Gambit though. And especially when I'm not fully set on which openings I'm gonna play. But I think I'm just gonna stick to my most usual stuff, and then I have some ideas for what to do if I'm in a bad spot. So for instance, if I'm down and playing against the Scotch, I'm going to play some different stuff than... That's a free guide, right? I could have checkmated in one move. Oh my gosh, I could have checkmated in one move. We're going to go back and see if he notices. Okay, he kind of caught up. He caught up to that idea. I had checkmate in one move. Oh my gosh. This is so bad. Am I doing this just to be fancy? Or is it actually a good move? I don't really know. Okay, so we've taken a bit of his stuff. But we're in a situation where, we don't have that many pieces in defense. Okay, we're just going to take everything we can get and try to ride out the storm. Wow, I'm low on time? Was that even possible? My king is going for a bit of a walk. But it's probably going to be fine. Okay, yeah, that was at least good practice for time scrambles. Have you seen Radio, Jan? I have. He's a bit rude, isn't he, Horace? Do you ever play Magnus in 1 minute games? I have in the past, but not in a very long time surfing. I used to be better than him, and I'm not anymore. Do you think Magnus should be nominated to Name of the Year? For the yeah, you're talking about the athletes celebrations thingy. I don't really know. I feel like the fact that they have nominated him in the past probably means that he could have been nominated this year. But like Norway has so many world champions and stuff. It's always gonna be very tricky making nominations for a prize like that. I feel like Magnus has insinuated that he wasn't nominated as a result of him speaking out against the monopoly on gambling in Norway, which I feel is pretty likely to be true. But yeah, I don't really care. I'm not really sure Magnus cares that much either. I think he's just upset because he feels like there's politics in it. It's not that he's upset because he didn't get nominated or upset because he's not going to win the prize. There's some politics in Norway with the Norwegian Olympic Committee and their stance on gambling and stuff like that. Magnus to be fair, Magnus really made a name in the press, and not in a good way. When he's been very vocal this year. So when the prize is called Name of the Year, if it had entailed more than sporting performances, then definitely Magnus should have been nominated because he has generated a lot of talk about his name this year. Yeah, Jam Snacker, that's what I saw as well. Radio Hammer? No, there's no rude version of me, Mick. Never, ever has Hammer been rude to anyone. Movsesian is dead in 10 minutes. Turkey, by that, yes, you mean that the match will start in 10 minutes. After which we will find out who can play the most boring chess. My goal is to play very boring chess and then beat him on time. Repeatedly. But I'm not sure about his pace. That's the most interesting part at the beginning to me. What kind of pace he's going to be playing. Letha, the Banter Blitz Cup will start in 10 minutes. Yeah, Flo. I did lose against Magnus at some point in 1 minute. I was pretty upset. Magnus even played me giving himself 30 seconds against my 1 minute. And I still lost. I'm not sure how that's even possible. Flag him until he tilts. And then, and if I may finish your sentence, viral. And then flag him some more. Amigo, we're starting the Banter Blitz in 10 minutes. Yeah, Televink. I was very busy during November and the beginning of December. So my hours weren't that frequent. But I've been doing like 5, 6 streams this past week and a half. Norway has a lot of world champions. Yeah, I think we do, Flo. I mean, we get world champions in handball also, among those who don't ski. But to be fair, there's also a lot of different disciplines for those with skis. There's biathlon, there's, jumping, ski jump. There's plenty of medals to be won within skiing, which also kind of confirms why Norway is the number one country in the world for Winter Olympics. We have the most gold medals, I believe, of any nation, regardless of population or anything. Hey Friedel, how are you doing? Not stressful playing Bullet for warm-up? It is, Thomas, but that's kind of the point. Because we're warming up for a very stressful match in which practicing stress is the only real way to get ready. Flo, we don't talk about asthma and Norwegian athletes. Uh... You see a future in politics for Magnus? I don't know. I don't think you fully followed then the debate. I'm not sure he was using the best techniques to convince people to think differently than what they already thought. And that's kind of the problem with the world even today. It's so polarized, and we're lacking people who has the ability to convince someone to change their point of view. Because right now we're just digging trenches in all different sorts of political decisions and areas and so on. Ibshi also wants to see Radio Hammer. I don't think that's happening. Radio Jan is kind of Gusti's concept. We'll let him have it. Kebabs are pretty good, Andrew. Very sporty nation. That is true, Micro. We have a lot of really good athletes. Especially when comparing to our how small we are. But it also helps that Norway is a pretty rich country, which means that we have spare time and like kids can be followed up maybe in a better way by their parents and so on and so forth. On the other hand, there's like two sides to that coin. Because on the other hand, some will say that Norwegian kids don't have enough kind of need to be good. A lot of people, they need to be good in order to get them out of their current situation. And that provides a huge motivation and kind of... But yeah, overall, I think having good support is going to be a crucial factor. Best advice for new player? If you're interested in the game, you just got to play. You got to play and play and play. And as long as you're interested, you're going to improve. More medals than France? Of course we do, Blowbee. We have more medals than the US. But that's for Winter Olympics only, though. I'm way behind on chat. Please focus on the game and not chat while you play. Wow, Kim. That seems ambitious. I don't think that's very likely to happen. Don't lose hope if you make a mistake. Yeah, that also doesn't really seem to fit my personality, does it? Is it true Norway has the highest consumption of frozen pizza? It might be true, Weber. Frozen pizza is huge in Norway. Okay, 4 more minutes until we start the match. I'm gonna update my title with the format command as well. Hey, Kibitzer. I can speak a little bit of French, Akiko, but not very well. Un petit peu. Comment ça va? Je m'appelle Jon Louis. J'habite en Norvège. Rien fromage, s'il vous plaît. Je suis très fatigué. I'm happy you're here though, Pizza Racer. I know it's late for your rhythm, but we're hopefully gonna make it worth your while. Hey Chica Bonga, how are you doing? No more food talk. That seems fine, Jost. What do you think of Svidler losing his match? He should get a better internet connection, Ardigam. Or maybe he was just super unlucky and it was like the one time randomly bad connection. I don't know. I felt for him. If he knew how bad it was, I hope he would have kind of, tried to postpone the match or something. Oh no, Artigam, it was completely because of the internet connection. He was losing a lot of time scrambles and positions in which he was winning. Is it on the Chess24 server? Yes, Tankan. Oh, are you asking about the what's it called? The brackets. That I don't know. I think our cup command has a link to the brackets. Can he not get a rematch? No, he lost fair and square. What Svidler match? Svidler lost to a French guy, Gosoli, earlier in the week, Steve Eyes. To be honest, Peter is pretty slow. So am I, Carnicero. So we'll see how it works out. I need to, at the very least, notice that I'm low on time before I'm down to 20 seconds. I need to have like 40 seconds left when I realize, okay, it's time to just speed up. Yes, Jam Snacker, I'm expecting quite a few Taimanovs. Hey, Kasparov fan. Thank you, Bobby. I can't really tell whether you felt my French accent was good, but I know a couple of phrases at least. Did you see the celebration dance of Pepe? No, I did not. But also, the fact that he didn't make more than one draw was pretty disappointing. Magnus was not at his best. Peter focused on the banter, not the games. Don't make the same mistake. I'll try not to, Ibshi. I'll be super focused. Everyone in chat will have to swear not to write anything, though. I think if the match included some bullet, I would destroy him. Okay, I'm actually getting a challenge now. So we're starting the match, everyone. I should put the Opera logo back on. They are a sponsor of the Banter Blitz Cup. Good luck and let's go. He has a massive rating. He has such a massive rating. 3,200. Chess Daddy with the 7-month resub. Thank you so much, Chess Daddy. Okay, we're doing the Hammer repertoire. We'll get him with the Hammer repertoire. He probably has not been studying in detail the great details that are the Hammer repertoire. Okay, I think this was my plan. Okay, we're just getting the pieces out. I'm trying to play reasonably quickly. 95. Maybe I should have played f4. Okay, so this is the kind of position that he has played all his life and where I'm not super familiar. That's a good start. I think I should go g5 and kind of prevent him from getting that play spot for his knight, the f6 square. But he might also go knight f8. Okay. This is frankly a bit too complicated for my taste, this position. But we'll just make the best of it. The fact that he's thinking makes me pretty happy. So long as my opponents are thinking, I feel that, you know, worst case, I can try to flag them. Wow, he didn't try to prevent g6. That kind of surprises me. I kind of already did all my plans. I'm not sure what the next step is. Okay, we're going to give away the bishop pair, but then try to exchange the bishops after. Wow, he's very quick. I think he's way better at Internet Blitz than I really knew in advance. I'm liking my position. I think I'm checkmating him. I think I'm winning. My knight is so powerful. Really? Really? Are you telling me that you're going to survive that? There's no way he's surviving this, right? I mean, if he survives this, he's a hero, but there's no way. Okay, we're going to put the rook here. The king, I mean. Wow, bishop d2. This guy, huh? This guy is so clever. But I'm also pretty clever. Okay, that I regret making that move. Because I think I was winning no matter what I did. But this should be good enough. I feel like this is closer than it should be. But at the same time, I'm pretty sure it's winning. Wow, this is so sick. Wow, I blundered. Okay, I got the win on time. That was a sick, sick, sick game. At some point there, I blundered, but it's okay. It's okay. Oh my gosh. He could have taken my queen and gotten a new queen. But yeah, I held up the pressure. I held up the pressure and yeah, it worked out in the end. I'm very happy with how I played there. But yeah, I abandoned the rematch by mistake. I gotta open another window. Oh, come on. Very blurry hammer. Yeah, that is true. Let's see if we can do something about that. Whew, that was such an insane start to the match. Okay. I closed the rematch window because that's kind of it messes with my layout. But we're gonna send a rematch challenge. CJ, yeah, I wasn't paying attention. I'm kind of busy at the moment. But I'll get back to you after the match. That was such a tense game. And his rating is so high, it just confirms that he's gonna be a very tricky opponent throughout. Okay, here we go. Game 2. Okay, we're gonna play this. Okay, I don't know how to deal with G3. He's not being very aggressive, is he? Maybe let's try this move. Let's try this move. Because this transposes to the G3 Grunfeld thingies. So this I kind of know already. This is what I was doing with Botes at some point. We were practicing this opening. And I was telling her, just get your pieces into the center. It's easier said than done. Especially when he's playing so quickly. Okay, I think it's time. It's time to move our pieces up the board. Okay, here we go. Charge! You know what? Let's make this move. Because all of his knights kind of want to use that square. Now we're also attacking on the edge here. I think I have time to take this one and come back after. This pawn structure is very nice for me. I think I'm just trying to keep this one because it's blocking out both his knight and his bishop. Maybe like this. He has some uncomfortable pressure. Okay, we're just going to shut it down on this side of the board. And then we got to deal with all the pieces pointed towards my bishop in the corner. Yeah, I'm very low on time. And I'm not sure how to kind of get out of this powerful bishop in the center. I should have given up something there, I feel. Now he's just beating me on time. Yeah, he's pretty quick. Yeah, I just got outplayed. It was a difficult position to play when you're low on time. That was a big mistake, though. Let's see if we can make a comeback. Okay, I made a bit of a comeback already. Okay, we're being dirty. But this is the banter. It's the banter. It's the banter blitz. And we're getting him on the tilt. This is how we do it. This is how we tilt him. No making draws here. We're going for the win every single time. We're down on time. Who cares? We defend. We come back. We make those pre-moves. That's how we do it. Oh, that feels okay. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay, we were under pressure, but at the beginning we kind of deserved that win. I mean, I was outplaying him in the opening. Kevin, the 10,000 bits. Thank you so much, Kevin. Oh. See, we made the right decision practicing our 1 minute. We made the right call. Nice deal. Yeah, we kept the counterplay going there. We turned the tables on him. And we kept the pressure. Oh, that was good. That was... I was concerned. I was getting outplayed in the middle game. He had such a powerful bishop on the middle of the board, and I was a pawn up, but I didn't have any good plans. But yeah, we made the clutch there in the end. How many moves ahead did you spot the knight fork? I wish I could say that it was plenty of time, but that would not really be the truth. I mean, I had seen the knight fork in a similar situation, but not the identical one. Okay, I think this is actually what I put in the repertoire. Alan, thank you so much for the 11-month Twitch Prime resub. I think this is what I put in the repertoire, not what I played the last game. Okay, let's try this move. I'm going to play c4 and b3, and I'm very, very solid. Do you think he's going to play knight f4? I think the more I think about this, the more likely it is that he's going to go knight f4. So we're just going to make a move. Yeah, I'm playing too slowly. He's actually very quick. But I feel like I'm playing pretty good moves, though. So that's good. Okay, once again, the bishop versus knight scenario. It worked out well for us, though, in the last game. Yeah, the big question is how to make progress. We got to get this guy over to the other side. Okay, I could take here and then take this one, but I don't want to even give him the open file. I feel like I'm playing a very good game right now. Look at that knight. Such a powerful piece. He's trying to defend everything, but I feel like we're close to making a breakthrough. What did I just do? That was such an unnecessary move. I should have just taken this bishop while I had the chance. Okay, I'm not giving him another chance to take that. So good. That was such a good game also. That was such a good game. 3-0. 3-0. We're getting him tilted. So lucky? How was that lucky? That was the best game I ever played on the interwebs. Are you kidding me? The knight superior to the bishop, the king invasion, opening up for the rook. Oh my gosh, that was such a good game. He's got to be very tilted right now. 3-0. Did he blunder at the end? No, I don't think so. I think it was winning for me throughout. I made some inaccuracies in how I went on to win that. I feel like probably I should have taken his bishop earlier, but it's fine. It's fine. 3-0 is the score, and we're ready for another one. Okay, I'm going to try the Petrov. We had an opening success in the last game, but even so, I think I'm going to mix it up a little. Okay, here's the problem. I don't really know this line. Yeah, I shouldn't be playing stuff I don't know. Okay, I'll switch back in the next game. That's not castle. Yeah, that was a big mistake by me. I should stick to what was going well. There's a chance my king isn't getting out of here alive. But there's also a chance that I survive and have a better pawn structure. So there's always hope. I think castling is the right move. We just gotta trade pieces in this position. We just gotta trade and hope that we get into an endgame where he has a slightly damaged pawn structure. Okay, we gotta get rid of as many rooks as possible. So we got rid of one rook. Now this is the situation. And we just gotta we're getting completely crushed on this side of the board. So I gotta go out on the other side and try to generate some counterplay. Yeah, this is very sketchy. This is very, very sketchy. Okay, we're gonna run with this pawn as far as it goes. Oh, I thought I could go king b8, but then he can capture my rook. That's not good. This is the only move. I'm kind of now trusting that he's not going to dare going into the pawn endgame. But unfortunately he did. It's probably not good for my chances. I was hoping that he would feel it's too difficult to calculate the pawn endgame. Okay, he made a very strange decision there. Wow, yeah, he made a horrible decision. And now I'm gonna make a draw. Okay, I think that pawn endgame was probably winning for him. But I got out of it to make a draw. Whew. So 3.5 point half. Five games, 5 wins from winning. Still a long way to go. But it's a good sign that I'm getting points out of positions where I don't really fully deserve points. So that's good. Every half point gets you closer to the win. That is true, Hiata man. What an escape, says Kramnik student. Yeah, let's try not to have such incidents going forward. Okay, and he switched openings. This is pretty good. This means that he's not happy with how it's going. And he feels like he needs to play with more pieces on the board. Maybe I should have played a5. I think I misplayed that. I was supposed to go a5. When he doesn't go a5. It's okay. We'll do a fianchetto. Yeah, so right now he's being very clever. He's just keeping a lot of pieces on the board to get middle games where, you know, there's a lot of tension. And also, I had outplayed him with my knight versus bishop scheme, 2 games. So probably he also wasn't kind of liking the direction those games were taking. That not only was I wasn't really getting good positions, I was just getting positions in which I was outplaying him, which is a really bad sign for him. Okay, let's go. Can I do this move? No. My pieces are looking a bit silly right now. I think I gotta take this one and then go bishop b2. Yeah, my pieces are looking really dumb, unfortunately. Okay, we tried to survive this one. I'm very surprised by that move, because now he's letting me kind of make some exchanges into a pretty symmetrical position. And I wasn't really liking the way it was going. So the fact that he lets me make some exchanges feels good. Okay, we're gonna defend some weird looking situation. Okay, he didn't see how he respects his bishops. Although honestly, there I think he made a mistake. That might have been one of those occasions where respecting the bishops was not the best thing to do. Okay, we're gonna get this guy involved again. We're gonna get this guy involved as well. I'm down on time. He's actually very quick. Okay, I disrespected the bishops. I will probably be punished by the karma police. But at least I'm solid and it's pretty easy for me to make quick moves. Okay, I got the A file. I'm making progress. In fact, I'm making way more progress than he is. I think he's pretty unhappy with how he has played this. Let's not fall for that one. That would be silly. He's gonna try to checkmate me with queen f6. I'm really hoping bishop h3 doesn't work. I can make a draw with knight takes e5. Maybe it's even winning. It might be winning. Let's try to get the queens off. Yeah, he wasn't really interested in that. Go figure. I checkmated myself. I outplayed him again, and then I blundered checkmate. Can you believe that? I crushed him. I crushed him and then I blundered checkmate. Okay, but I still have the lead. I'm outplaying him every single game with white. Yeah. Thank you so much, Chessweeb, for the rate of 39, and Monkey Chess also with the rate of 39. Thank you so much, guys. I'm playing a Banter Blitz match against Sergey Movsesian. He's pretty quick, but I'm holding my own, and I've been playing some really good games. Okay, he's going for the same kind of pawn structure because he knows I was not very impressive in that last match. In that last game. Because I outplayed him after a while, but during it was in his favor. I need to know the plan here. I don't fully understand what the idea is in these positions. And he's kind of gotten the hang of that, which is why he's choosing to go into these kinds of situations with both callers. I think he should have taken that one. Okay, I'm going to go h5 and bishop h6. It's a weird move. But yeah, bishop c4 he can follow up with. Okay, I guess we'll do this. Now he no longer has bishop c4 as the follow-up. So probably now is the time to go queen e6. Hey Tori, thank you for the 8-month resub. I'm actually very happy I'm not more tilted right now. Because I actually destroyed him and let myself get checkmated, which is pretty outrageous. And also that maneuver was not my best. That was not very well played. Okay, I think this is the way to go. He might do something crazy. He might sacrifice something here. Okay, he's not doing anything crazy. He's just happy now to play a game. That's probably very good for me. Because this means he's now suddenly very respectful of me and my play and my plans. Yeah, I've put a bit of a shock. I've shocked him a little bit. And he's now very concerned every time I'm doing something. We're gonna give ourselves a passed pawn here. We're gonna try to win this. Okay, he's gonna go bishop a1, which I think is fair to say is not the optimal square for such a bishop. Okay, I was wrong. Okay, I think this is the move. I made a mistake. I should have gone, okay, it's fine, it's fine. Okay, he's kind of desperate. Okay, let's just get the king involved. Okay, he's going into a losing endgame. I think. Pretty sure actually you could have taken that one. I'm not going to blow this. Okay. Okay, we're still winning games. Still winning games. Even this one is so important. Even after having a winning game and blundering it away to a losing position, we come back. We come back. We're not tilted. We're still winning games. This is the way to go. This is the way to go. We're still winning games. Not tilted at all. Bigfoot. Thank you so much for the 8-month resub. Okay, we're in here. We're fighting. We're making it happen. Okay, this time I'm going A5 though. Wow. Is that normal? Giving yourself that pawn structure? Is that a way to play? I didn't know about this. I think he's in very aggressive mode. Right now. But to be fair, he did give himself an unusual position, which was probably the main goal of his opening. But I'm gonna get my knight over here. He's very desperate right now. This is the move of a very desperate man. He's dead lost. I'm outplaying a 2600. I'm not actually following chat, to be fair, so I don't really know what you guys are saying, but I am out here outplaying a 2600 4 white games in a row. I mean, I'm actually playing incredibly well right now. I'm gonna take a look. We're saying bad things. Okay, I'm not gonna take a look then. This has been unreal. The score is 4.5 to 1.5, but really that one win he has, I was dead winning. I was completely winning. I just blundered a checkmate. I was being careless. And now I'm gonna put my bishop out on h3 and show you guys what. This is why we value the bishop pair. I'm not even in a hurry to take his rook. Oh my god, am I that good? Okay, I'm definitely that good, but is it actually good though? I can do queen g4. I can also do bishop takes d7 followed by knight f6 check. Such tempting options. I'm actually gonna play this. So many tempting options. He's desperate. I don't think there's anything dangerous for him here. But he knows that I blundered once before. So he knows that just giving himself the chance for me to do something dumb is pretty good. I'm up a rook for nothing. actually nothing. The biggest nothing you've ever seen. We got this. We got this. Up a rook. Queen g4. Not even taking his rook. Increasing the pressure. 5.5. Breathe. Yes. We're breathing. We're breathing. 5.5. No big deal. Up by 4 games. The one game I actually did lose, I should have been winning completely. Who cares? How many games left? It's first to 8.5. Roland. First to 8.5. So still lots of games left. But the way this is going, you know, there is a chance. There's some hope. I'm going back to the Petrov. It was by far my worst opening yet. But I have a new idea. Why did I not study this move? I don't know. Maybe because I'm winning pawns in the center. Okay, it's fine. We're just gonna play g5. YOLO. Big YOLO move, people. Big YOLO move right there. Okay, we're up a pawn, but he has bishops. We respect the bishops in this chat. But we also like pawns. King g7, probably, soon. Maybe I should have gone knight e4. Yeah, I blundered. Because he has bishop c4. Big blunder. Oh, I should have gone knight e4. Okay, but we'll fight. Yeah. We'll try to fight as best we can. That was unfortunate. His queen is trapped? No. My rook is hanging. Okay, we're out here. We're fighting. We're not giving up. Ah, whatever. I'm down a piece. Okay, it's time to give up. Yeah, maybe g5 was a bit too YOLO. But I think my position is objectively okay here. I got too careless. And my idea was to go... I thought knight c5, then queen d5. But the problem is, after queen d5, my bishop is trapped. After bishop c4. Okay, are we going to keep fighting? Or are we just going to resign? I think we'll keep fighting. He probably thinks that I think I have no chance. But we beat him in some time scrambles earlier. But yeah, also my position is not very good. Regardless of the time situation, my position is pretty crap. Is he blundering? Yeah, he kind of got away from that. But he was kind of close to blundering, I feel. Okay, I shouldn't be exchanging queens. And also, I shouldn't have taken that break where I was thinking about whether or not to resign. I think we just keep fighting regardless. In all circumstances, we keep fighting. Although this is a pretty bad circumstance. Okay, well, it's time to stop fighting. Okay, but it's okay. It's okay. We still have a lead. We still have a lead. We're ready for the next one. Okay, he's changing his opening again. I don't know whether that's a good sign or a bad sign. We're doing the hammer repertoire, people. We out here representing. I was supposed to play H3. I completely messed up what was the hammer repertoire, and as a result, I've gotten like 4 tempos up. I've gotten a much better position than I was supposed to get, according to the hammer repertoire. That's good at least. Yeah, but I'm a bit slow. I'm being a bit slow. I wanted to prevent him from playing Queen B6. But now he's going Knight C6. This is not good. Okay, we'll go here first. Yeah, I massively misplayed this. He's trying to trap my queen. How rude. Why would you take that one? That makes no sense. I think that was a big mistake for him. Turning point of the game. That was a good move. I'm happy with that move. Unless he plays h5. Yeah, maybe not so happy after all. Okay, well, we're gonna do this. I needed to prevent him from going queen f5. Okay, I think I have a very good position, but I don't have any time. Yeah, I think I'm winning, but I don't have time to win it. It's a good thing he's thinking right now. I don't know why I did that. That was so stupid. That was also very stupid. Is that queen not trapped? That was pretty lucky. Wow, he just resigned! He resigned! He resigned! Wow, I was so down on time and he didn't even try to win it. He just resigned. 6.5. He resigned. Okay, I was completely winning, but we have already established that just because I'm completely winning doesn't mean that I can mess it up. 6.5 to 2.5. Now we're just 2 games away from winning this. 2 games away from winning this. It was mate in 1. No, he could have played king g6, Kasparov fan. Ardwalk, thank you so much for the sub. If you dirty flag him, then you're unsubbing. I did dirty flag him earlier. I'll do it again if I get the opportunity. We're winning this match. Tom Ram, thank you so much also for the sub. The Twitch Prime. Okay, now he's just playing... Yeah, he's just playing... system openings, which to be fair is what he always does, so it's not new for him. Why am I forgetting to play a5? Okay, I already massively misplayed this. I'm so dumb. I played this really stupidly, but we're gonna make it right. If queen d5, I have bishop e6. If takes and then queen d5, I can take it because then I have the bishop pair. Can I go bishop e6? Do I want to go bishop e6? No. I'm just happy with my pawn structure. Bishop e6 and then b6. Very solid. Yeah, that's a pretty desperate move. Yeah, I'm actually better here. He's trying to go bishop b5. I guess we can make a draw. He might go bishop c4. Doesn't work. Okay, he'll go f3 probably. And bishop c4. Okay, that makes sense to include. Let's just go back. Shouldn't we try to dirty flag him here? Okay, if he doesn't go for the repetition now, I'm gonna flag him. Okay. He actually went for the draw. Interesting. What's his thinking? That it doesn't matter for the... Because it's first to 8.5. So he's thinking this draw doesn't make any difference to or from. I think that's his thinking. Maybe I should have played that on. But I was just going back and forth since I'm happy with the situation in the match as is. And this was a black game as well. And if he hadn't gone for it, I think actually I may have been slightly better. But I think if he hadn't gone for the draw, then he would have spent so much time thinking about whether or not to go for the draw, which would put me in a good situation. That's a very strange move. Why am I making very strange moves? Okay, because I'm going to get to the d5 square first. With my knight, and he's gonna have still some thinking on how to keep the e5 square protected. Okay, we're just gonna sit here. We'll just see what he does. maybe that was a silly strategy, but at least, you know, the game continued. Okay, I'm very low on time, but I think I have a very good position. Yeah, I'm crushing. Really? You play like this? Okay, I'm completely winning, but very low on time. Threatening here. Big problem. Why would I make that move? Oh, I'm so dumb. Okay, I'm actually happy he gave me the draw there. Because I mean, I was completely winning, but I was so low on time, and if I went in between with my bishop, he would have gotten very serious attack with bishop e7. So I'm celebrating every half point here right now. Celebrating every half point. Did you guys see any of that game? Did I forget to switch? Oh, you saw everything. Okay. We're one win away, people. This is quite similar to what we had in one of our games, I think. In the World Cup in the past. He's going to take with the pawn and then go knight c4. I think I'm taking back with this knight. Okay, that I was not expecting. Is he going to go knight takes here? It's complicated. We'll figure out. We'll see what he's planning. Okay. I didn't think that was his plan, actually. But maybe it's a good one. Yeah, that's actually pretty strong. Okay, we'll have to go here. So he's trying to claim that my pawn is weak on d3. And the bad news is that he's right. It is pretty weak. Good news is that I'm up on time ever so slightly. Okay, that I think was a horrible move. I think that was a big mistake by him. I'm getting very favorable trades right now. Are we going to take this one? I think so. Oh, he's attacking my rook. We better go back. He's attacking more of my stuff. This move? No. It's time to try to make a draw. Ah, he has knight f6. Ah, but there's a trick. There's a trick. Okay, we out here. We out here. The rook is trapped. I kind of want to sacrifice my queen. No, I can't do that. I spent way too much time being indecisive. Please don't have some freaky check. He resigned! He resigned! He resigned! He resigned! Wow! He resigned. It's a victory! Oh my god. I played such good chess. I played ridiculously well. Nicola, thank you so much for the 1,000 bits. Bravo, says Socky Man. Thank you so much. You're playing like a 2800. Honestly, Ardigam, I think I played really well that match. Some of those white games were unbelievable. Just with the superior placed knight. The knight versus bishop was honestly a theme in these games, where I came out on top time and time again. This wasn't a win; it was a slaughter, says Carnicero. Thank you so much. Is there a prize pool? Yes, there is, Sharky Man. You can see there's a link in the cup command. There is a prize pool, but I don't think we're competing for the prizes just yet. We're still in the early stages of the tournament. I think only like the top 16 get a prize. And this was the second round. So now I'm probably in the top 32. So I think if I win the next match, I'm winning a prize. Someone had their fish oil today. Honestly, Micro, I haven't been feeling all that well this week. But I was doing good. I was playing some good chess. Something was right, that's for sure. I didn't look at chat at all, which I think honestly does help. Not looking at, just totally ignoring chat. That's a winning strategy. Hammer sweating proves he's not a bot. Yeah, no, Hammer in sweat mode is pretty strong, Bloby. I remember sweating against Eric Hansen and beating him as well. I'm not so good at Blitz, Internet Blitz ordinarily, but when I'm tryharding, I can do pretty good. The stars and moon aligned today. Yes, everything was in order, Cardinal. Thank you, Perinos. Bassem 2700 should be easy. Yeah, I think I'll have good chances against Bassem. But honestly, I'm not sure who's going to win of Bassem and Setuhaman. I think both players are pretty strong. But regardless, the way I've played these first two matches, now I've won 8.5 to 2.5 in the first match, and then 8.5 against 3.5 against someone as strong as Movsesian. I mean, I can beat anyone right now. What happened in the match? I crushed it, Sergey. Let's go back. Let's go back here and let's update with the final result. I crushed it. 8.5 to 3.5. What does Norwegian men drink? We're gonna... Oh, actually the store has closed. Num num. But if the store was open, we would have celebrated with some chocolate milk. The drink of champions. Can you go over the third match? The third game? Which one was that? Julebrus? Yeah, that's also a good candidate, Sievert. Julebrus is also pretty good. I should get some of that. Chocolate milk? People don't seem very happy I said chocolate milk. Setuhaman is very fast. Oh, is he really, Jam Snacker? If he's so fast, I'm gonna struggle. Because you see what happened here time and time again. I was actually kind of fortunate that Movsesian was a bit of a gentleman. He's in general a very, very nice guy. But he was resigning even when I was completely winning. But he shouldn't have, really. He should have fought on and tried to get some dirty flags in there. Especially since I dirty flagged him in the second game. I flagged him with in a drawn pawn endgame. One pawn against a king. I don't think it's the same, Weber. Julebrus is just like a red soda. Chocolate milk is for children? No, it is not, sir. You are wrong. But also, the stores are closed. Aquila knows. He spent about 10 minutes in a CVS deciding which chocolate milk to buy. Hammer does not take his chocolate milk lightly. True story right there. Tesla is a gentleman. Yes, he is. Bravo. Thank you, Balaj. How much fat does chocolate milk have in Norway? I think it's about it's about half skimmed. So I think it's like 1.5%. You're glad you stayed up for it? So am I, Pizza Racer. Norwegians know what a CVS is? I don't think most people do, but seeing as how I was at one, then I do know what it is. I always find it very fascinating that in the US, you go to the pharmacy to get like snacks and groceries. I ask someone where's the nearest grocery store, and you go like, oh, CVS is just around the corner. Well, it says CVS is a pharmacy. Yeah, it's a pharmacy, but they sell, everything that's edible. Origam, it's not just about the fat, though. It's also the sugar and the chocolate, no? Thank you, Halvstone. Yeah, it's a bit different than normal streams. But yeah, the consequence is that I cannot look at chat too much if I want to do well. But it worked out this game for sure. No upgrades, no micro. Oh man, even this game was so tense. I cannot tell whether I was incredibly lucky or just good. Because, I mean, here, for instance, I mean, he could do this, right? And then it's just an equal position and I'm down a minute on time. I would never survive this down a minute. But, you know, what are you going to do? He wanted to keep the queens on the board and that suited me pretty well. Sorry. Was sacking the queen an option? Going d2? No, I don't think so. Something like this. I was looking at all sorts of... You know what I wanted to do? In this position, I kind of wanted to do this. Because stopping 2 passed pawns... That would be so epic. If I win the final game like this, that would be so epic. But the problem is that if he does something like... Yeah, honestly, this might be winning. Okay, actually rook here is okay. I was considering this. Yeah, but it's no good. Yeah, I don't know. I was spending time here thinking about weird stuff. Isn't the chess 24 board a bit small for you? I'm fairly used to it by this point, Bernie. In addition, I know some people like Alexandra Botes, they purposefully make the board smaller so that you don't have to drag the mouse as long of a distance when moving, which is kind of weird. But yes, there is an option. If you go on the lower left side and click, you can you get this thing where you can toggle board size. And if I click now, my formatting is getting really weird. But you get a huge board illustrated by this. I chose to click after all. Using Botes as your reference, but she's the only one I know who actually does it, Blue Crux. I think it's a very strange thing to do. Making your board smaller, thinking that you're going to make quicker moves because of it. I don't know. You reached 3,000 rating. Yes, Gondolius. And I'm expecting all of you to join me this Christmas as I generously... awarded back to the viewers. After the last Banter Blitz Cup match, I had like a 31-30 rating in Blitz. But I have since given it away to the viewers. We're very generous to our viewers. Play Like a Child coming in with the 23-month resub. Also reminding me that in addition to this being a day of celebration because of the Banter Blitz Cup, it's also a day of celebration because it's 2 years to the day when I got my Twitch partnership. So we are celebrating for more than one reason here today. And I want to give a special shout out to people like Play Like a Child, who has been supporting me and being subscribed for pretty much all that time. When's the next game? I don't know, Moby. But probably it's going to be like in a month or two. I think we were one of the first matches of the second round. I kind of lost track. I'll ask them if they can make an updated, kind of easier to read bracket as the number of players became smaller. Can you post the first video? It might be on YouTube, Rich. There was a time when I was just posting every single video on YouTube. I think that was my initial go-to move. Alex following since January 2018. Thank you, Alex. I really hope you get paired with Magnus. No, Salomka, the brackets are already decided. Oh, Moby, no, the match is done. The match is first to 8.5 points, and I won it with this last victory. I already have all the authority I need, Sergey. I already beat Jan. That's enough to claim to be the Banter King. Wow, Halvard, you're following since before I even became a partner? That's pretty hardcore. Who do you think is the favorite beside Magnus? I don't know. I think Magnus can do pretty much what he wants and still win this. Is Anish playing the Banter? He might be, right? Anish is pretty good. And he's so good at Banter. I wasn't too impressed with Magnus against Pepe. I thought Magnus wasn't really playing his best. But if we get like a Magnus versus Anish match, you just know both those guys are going to take it so seriously. Duda is playing. Okay. Would be more fun with Anish though. He's not playing. Feels bad. Ooh, Faruja is pretty good. Good call, boom shakalaka. There's still Peter? What are you talking about, Sergey? Peter isn't even in the Banter Blitz Cup. When you reach the final, will you consider doing it live from the good night? I will consider that, Alan. That sounds like if I, against all odds, manage to get into the Banter Blitz Cup final, I might do it from the good night. For Ruja and Vike, yeah, that's going to be exciting, Norder. If the squares are smaller, it will be easier to misclick the square. Yeah, so that's why I'm saying Jam Snacker. I'm not convinced it's a good strategy. Because yes, you may kind of not have to move your mouse as much, but there's like other problems as well. You got a real shot if you keep playing like this. Yeah, maybe, Ardigam. But I think I have been fortunate that I haven't been punished for my time usage so far in the cup. My time usage is a bit iffy, even when I'm not reading chat. Yes, Riata, man, already won. 8.5, 3.5. Yeah, Movsesian was a real gentleman. But he is. He's a very nice guy. Okay, let's review some games. Let's see if we can. Someone was asking about the third game. I think the Booyah emote disappeared, Hiata man. Other things took its place. Yeah, so for instance, this second to last game. Number one, it's outrageous that I messed it up and gave him a drawing position. And let his queen get into the attack. Because, I mean, after queen c8, if I just go bishop b2 here, I'm so winning. There's no way he's surviving this. But I let his queen get down to c1, and then it became very awkward. And also here, I really should have played something like bishop g2. Just getting my pieces into defense. But yeah, d6 was also a mistake, because if I now go with my bishop in between, then bishop b7, and I think I'm losing. So I had to go back and forth here. But I think, yeah, I was down like 40 seconds on the clock. So he really should have considered trying just to go for the win. Because there were ways for him to go for a win here. For instance, he could have gone like maybe here bishop c8, and if d7 then he takes, and then he wins, right? Like going for the draw here is such a big mistake when he has such a big time advantage. I think the fact that I had the most crushing position ever at this stage made him more inclined to go for the draw. But he should have really taken a look at the time, and then he would have won this. There's no doubt in my mind that if he plays bishop c8, he wins this. Because I'm so panicked being down to 20 seconds when he has 60. Wow, Artigam, I didn't know that. Hammer Magnus final is totally possible since you are on opposite sides of the bracket. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that would be amazing. How much material handicap would Magnus have to make it even? I mean, Blue Crux, I think that if I start with a pawn up, I beat him. But on the other hand, if I didn't think that, I really shouldn't have a Grandmaster title. If you don't think you can beat anyone with a pawn up, then, you know, that's not good when you're a professional player. I'm not sure that's the case. Remember the rook up loss of Lawrence Trent? Well, I will say to you, Micro, that I am not Lawrence Trent. I think that's all that needs to be said about that matter. Okay, let's look at some of the other games as well. Yeah, because here I was completely outplaying him. I was up 2 pawns, but even so, he could have won it if he was a bit more of a shark. Yeah, I played such good games. With white especially, I was so good. Yeah, this was the heartache. This is also something I'm very proud of. That this happened to me and I still managed to stay calm. Trent for GM? Yeah. I'm not sure that's going to happen, Blue Crocs. So here I was completely winning and I blundered into a checkmate. And here I wasn't massively down on time. So knight takes e5 was a really good move. Because if he takes back with the queen, then I get this check and I get to take his bishop. So here I'm completely winning. So instead he tried to defend himself with bishop e6. And after takes knight back, I don't know, maybe I should have just taken this pawn. But I thought that if I just get my queen involved, there's no way I'm getting checkmated and I'm trying to get rid of the queens, right? So I went queen c5, he went queen a6, just trying to avoid the queen trade, but also trying to get the queen in here. So I'm mostly focused on queen a1. That's what I'm scared of, him getting the queen in behind my pieces. So I give a check, I can make a draw if I want to go just back and forth. But why would I want to draw? Because I thought I'm getting my attack way before his. But then queen e2. There were 2 different ways for the queen to get into the game. And he just got that somewhat undeserved, I would say. Checkmate. I actually could have played this here as well. Here it's even stronger. Because if takes, then it's just checkmate. Yeah, I had more than one chance to capture this one. But even so, when I finally did, it wasn't... I didn't execute it well after. Also, something like f4. Just keep the knight in its amazing position. And then queen d7 next to get rid of the queens. I cannot believe I managed to lose this game. But also, I'm so happy with myself that I managed to come back from such a disappointing result. I'm not sure Lawrence has 2 norms, boom shakalaka. But regardless, I think his rating is quite a bit away from the requirement. Boom shakalaka. Magnus cannot bash players of his own format or his own caliber. Because there is no players of Magnus's caliber in the world. Also, knocking on Trent is so entertaining and easy. It's difficult not to. Looking forward to the upcoming championship? Yes, Equalizer. I am. Magnus, as always, the favorite. Maxim Vachier-Lagrave is going to be good. Nakamura and Nepomniachtchi. I think those are the top guys. The third match. Okay, let me see. Let me see if I can find the third match. Let's see. What was the third one? So I won the first one in really good style. And then I won the second one on time because I dirty flagged him. And then the third one. Oh yeah, that was actually one of my best games. Third one was one of my best games. It was such a good game. Yes, Faba. I am victorious. 8.5, 3.5. Okay, so this third game I think was my best game for the entire tournament, maybe. Okay, here I was hesitating. I spent 14 seconds on bishop d4, and that's because I was very concerned he would go knight f4. It's a pretty clever move. If I move my queen, then he can take my bishop. And if he takes back, then there's the fork. So if he goes knight f4, I have to take. And then he takes, I take. And you know, he can actually not even protect his bishop. And now he's attacking my knight and the pawn on f4. Actually, I think knight f4 just would have been a very good move. Yeah, I think I was right to be concerned about it. And honestly, I was a bit lucky that he didn't go for it. But anyways, what happened afterwards was that we got this situation where I placed all my pieces on the light squares. And I played g4. This is a very good move because I'm just solidifying the position of my queen. I want my queen to stay on this square for the rest of the game. And the most likely way the queen can get kicked out is if he goes f5. So I go g4 preventively to kind of take control over the light squares. And here he was doing nothing, but I decided I need to get my knight into play on the other side. And then h5, also very good move, taking, once again, control over the light squares. And then I wasn't afraid to do the queen exchange. But also in return, I get this pawn, which is massively restricting his king. And at the same time, my pawn on g6 means that the knight on f5 cannot be kicked out because the pawn is blocking everything. And this was such a clean positional squeeze. Okay, I went up here with my king. I wasn't really sure how to win. I think if I get my rook into the position, then he will just get checkmated. If I get my rook along the 7th rank, then I'm just taking everything and getting a new queen and whatnot. But yeah, I decided I need to go a3, b4 to open up. Yeah, so here I felt like I had all the pieces in the right positions, and it was time to go b4. And then takes a4. Yeah, and here I probably made a mistake. So here I probably should have gotten rid of the bishop. It was time. And then I just pushed my pawns. Because my pawns, I have connected past pawns. There's just nothing he can do to stop them. So that would have been a very easy win. Instead, I made a somewhat of a mistake here with b5. Because that allowed him to... yeah, and also b6. Especially b6 was a mistake. Once again, I should have just taken this one and then played b6. And I got everything under control. But when I go b6 here, number one, I give him the option of capturing this one. As it turns out, it's not actually good. But because here I have checkmate. But otherwise, this pawn is very close to becoming a queen. So you got to watch out. And after what he did, rook a4, which was really clever. Because now he's threatening a2. And if b7, then maybe I could have just played b7. Oh, wow. Why didn't I think about b7? That's weird. Okay, b7 just wins instantly. For some reason, it wasn't in my head. Wait, why are we discussing Siberia? Good night, Carnicero. Farouja as a dark horse in the Blitz? Yeah, maybe, Alex. It's one of those situations where anything could happen. Because there's so many good players competing and the margins are really low. Yeah, Moscow is colder partly because of the winds from Siberia. Honestly, winds from Siberia is part of the reason why Oslo is cold. And we're way further west. Okay, turns out I could have played b7. I kind of panicked there. Because after knight takes d4, he could have taken on c4. So he could have gotten this. But, I mean, it's still winning for me. Because I got everything under control. My rook is going to take this pawn, and my king is going to guide this other pawn. So yeah, that was a really sweet game. It's not very often you can make such a strong grandmaster look that helpless. In any time control, really. Movsesian at his best, he was 2700. 2750 actually. So he's very strong. I'm doing well, Kiku Yachts. I just won my Banter Blitz Cup match. So I'm pretty happy. Duda came out of nowhere last year. Yeah, that's fair, Alex. But Duda's performance was unreal. I don't see anyone matching it. I think the winner of the Blitz this year is going to have a worse performance than Duda. It was just freaky that he didn't win, since Magnus was doing even better. Good luck, Ardigam. Ah, your Spectre. Yeah, I wasn't paying a lot of attention to chat. I really had to concentrate against Movsesian. 2750, maybe it was top 10 at that time, horrors. But nowadays it's more like top 15, top 20. Okay, one more thing before we maybe do some blitz games or something if people are interested. I want to say to all, at the very least, all the Norwegians watching, that The Mentalist is now on Prime Video. So if you get an Amazon Prime membership, you get one of the cheapest Norwegian streaming deals. You get access to 7 seasons of Patrick Jane. And you can get a free subscription to any Twitch channel of your choosing. For instance, mine. I'm just going to put it out there. So that's one of the best deals for watching TV shows during Christmas. They also have all the Bourne videos and stuff like that. Which, if you haven't had Prime Video already, there's a lot of good stuff. But I've had Prime for more than a year now. So I've already watched most of it. Yeah, it's a sweet deal, Snaiman. Also, it's actually one of the cheapest in Norway. For my first 6 months, I only had to pay like 3 or 4 euros. It was freaky per month. The Expanse? I don't know that show, Pizza. I might check it out. Yeah, also Marvelous Miss Maisel. I started watching that show with Yataman, but I fell out of it. Sergey says that he checked out the other Sergey's best world rank, and it was number 10 in the world. So I'm massively happy with the result that I managed to beat a former top 10 player in the world in what was crushing style. I played some really nice positional games. Is there a particular middle game book you recommend? Yeah, Horace. Learn from the legends. You're awesome when you focus. Yeah. Are you saying I should focus more, Kim? No Rilton Cup this year? No, push him. I'll be doing commentary on the World Blitz and Rapid. I haven't played the Rilton Cup in a couple of years. I've been lucky enough to have other opportunities during the holidays. No, I haven't read the GoFund books. We are debuffing your elo. Yes, if anyone wants to play, I am in a pretty good mood. But I'm also in very dangerous form. So you might get crushed. But feel free to do your challenges. I'll do the challenge command in chat for instructions on how to challenge. And whomever challenges in the next minute will do those games. And then I'll focus on other things, such as watching Chap and Vivid trying to do well in the Winter Royale. If you know what that means, then you know that I am a degenerate addict at this point. Filze, I've tried a couple of the books, but the format is not for me. It's too repetitive, which is silly when the whole point of the concept is that it's supposed to be repetitive. But I think basically Chessable is, I think it's an amazing service and it's really good at what it does. But what it does isn't really suitable for a grandmaster. Yes, Sergey, I have Amazon Prime Video. I'm very happy with it. I've had it for like a year and a half. Yeah, no, they have some good shows for sure. Well, Kurtz doesn't really have anything nice to say about anything, does he? So what he says doesn't necessarily have to be very relevant. I blundered knight takes d5. Let's move away from that blunder. Am I getting checkmated? I'm kind of nervous right now. I'm not liking this at all. I'm very nervous actually. Wow, I go crush Movsesian and then first thing that happens is that Hyataman just spanks me in bullet. That's kind of depressing. Is he going to take on e3? Okay, no, that's a counting error. I think you will find Hyataman at the end of that. It didn't really work in your favor. I took more of your guys than you took of mine. That's the move. What is the Chessable concept? So push 'em, baby. You can go to chessable.com and try it out for yourself. There's a couple of good free courses. The one I enjoyed the most is the one on endgames, because that feels the most useful to kind of repeat for me, even when it's pretty simple, pretty basic. It's just good to do it over and over again. But the concept is that you are tested on, first you play through, you learn for instance an opening or a technique to win an endgame, and then you have to repeat that like once a week, and it will tell you, please repeat this line, please should make the moves you're supposed to make in these positions and then these positions. I haven't really figured out how to explain it in a good way. It's something I feel you have to experience to fully understand, but it's in short, it's a tool for learning chess openings and chess endgames through repetition. Do you consider yourself a genius or a hard worker? Neither, Faba. I consider myself a pretty lazy guy who put in a lot of effort as a kid and then kind of is floating on that. I don't really know. I can be a hard worker at times. Yeah. Sometimes I'm a hard worker when I'm motivated. But then I also only choose to work when I am motivated. Spaced repetition. Wow, there's even science behind it. If you have fun, it doesn't feel like hard work. Yeah, that is so true. Knight d2 is kind of strange. Oh, he pre-moved because he thought I was playing the French. Oh, were you not here yesterday, Sergey? Oh, I know he wasn't. He wasn't. He didn't. He doesn't know our new concept, and now he's getting crushed as a result of missing yesterday's stream. Feels bad, man. I did pretty good at school, Horace, but yeah, I knew what I wanted to do. I was okay at school. I got good, decent grades without much effort. Ravior's F3, to my knowledge, has not been played today. Especially not in the match where we were actually tryharding, the both of us. Actually trying to play good moves. Is this the rat defense? No. The rat is much worse than this. The rat is Magnus's concept. This is my concept. Much better. Good evening, Aich. How are you doing? Filton, I would say no. I think winning both is way too difficult. But if anyone is capable of it, I guess it's Magnus. But I think he's gonna win the Blitz. And then I don't know about Rapid. He's always done worse in Rapid than in Blitz. Thank you so much, Pizza Racer. Have a good weekend. I cannot tell whether you're trolling or not, Jita. Okay, I was kind of hoping he would do that. I don't know why I thought he would blunder a pawn for no compensation, but I was definitely thinking it. Lizard! Thank you so much for your gift sub. And Sergey, this is what I was talking about when I said there was someone looking for you yesterday who wanted you to give you a gift sub. Thank you so much, Lizard. But yeah, needless to say, I think the mentalist thing, I think they just got it today or like this week. I haven't seen it on Amazon Prime previously, which is funny seeing as how we were talking about Simon Baker and stuff just the other day. But yeah, I have been watching quite a bit of The Mentalist today. That was my warm up to the match. Just binging. Okay, so you weren't trolling, Jita. Yeah, I couldn't tell. Take, check. You know, Jita, chess has such an older audience than the rest of kind of, Twitch, which makes it really funny at times. Such as when you say tryharding and people are like, no, that's not a word. Probably not in the dictionary just yet, no. But I think the fact that the chess audience is so much older than the rest of Twitch, it can be considered an achievement, really, for chess. Because advertisers, for instance, are often interested in someone somewhat older than a kid. Not much older, but a little bit. Yeah, precisely. Something. Yeah, sorry, Cage. 33, unfortunately, counts as ancient on Twitch. Even I'm old. Can you believe that? I'm 29 years old. And on Twitch, I'm old. These guys I watch playing Fortnite, and they're known as the Boomer Squad. And basically, boomer in this context means that you're an old guy. And so people refer to them as the Boomer Squad, seeing as how they're so much older than all the other top Fortnite teams. And those guys, they are 24. They are 24 years old and considered like, ooh, you're so old. Older people have more money to spend. Yes, precisely. Which is why we're so popular. I'm trying to figure out how to trap this knight. I feel like I'm inching closer and closer. Tongue-in-cheek. I don't think that the people calling them Boomer Squad even knows what tongue-in-cheek is. That's the thing. Because it's just little kids who got this idea that it's really funny to call people boomers. I really want to do this, but it's not good. But on the other hand, I'm winning on time anyway. Will I allow myself to have some fun? No. We'll try to play good moves. But actually, the project I had of trapping his knight is not really working out. I misplayed this position. Maybe it does work, actually. I just needed to force his bishop back so that he couldn't play rook h1. And now, this is winning for me. Good moves can be overrated, yes. Yeah, that is true, Micro. Kids can be very good for yelling at their parents until they buy them stuff. That is true. Okay, last game of this 2-year celebration. Also with the added bonus of a Banter Blitz Cup win celebration. I'm gonna try to stream more during Christmas. I just don't know when. The only thing I know is that I'm not gonna be streaming the next 4-ish days. Because I have some work I need to finish before Christmas. So I need to set aside the weekend for that. And then I also need to... I'm spending Christmas with my family. So I'm not going to be on for the next couple of days. But I'm hoping to do some more streams starting December 26th. I also want to mention that we are very close to releasing a new version of the Tactics Frenzy. If you don't know what it is, I'm going to put the command in chat. It's basically an improved version of Puzzle Rush. I'm gonna be so bold. I'm gonna be generous enough to use Puzzle Rush as the reference, but I'm also gonna call it an improved version. We're coming out with a timed mode. It's gonna be an app for iPhone with some possibilities for playing on web as well, but primarily an iPhone app. And it's gonna be out, I don't know, like Monday, something like that. Yeah, good game, Spectre. Yeah, it's my new opening, Sergey. It's a new concept I'm experimenting with. Ulan, thank you so much for the 2000 celebration bits. It's a 2002 year celebration. Thank you so much, Ulan. And thank you everyone for watching. I might actually upload the entirety of... Actually, Chess24 might upload the entirety. I'll ask them if they'll do some kind of an edit for just the match. But yeah, I'm very excited. I will put it on my YouTube if possible. It was... I'm very happy. I played such good chess, and I hope I thank you everyone for being here and supporting. And even though I wasn't paying you guys any attention, I appreciate that you stuck around and cheered me on. I'm gonna find someone to raid, someone playing chess. No, I'm not a part owner of Play Magnus Micro, but I'm doing work for them. Tori streaming. So we'll raid Tori. Be nice. She's going to her first ever tournament next week. That's going to be interesting. So give her some tips on how to play over the board chess. What was your struggles when you first started out playing with a clock, having people watch your games? Just the 2D versus 3D experience. Give her your best tips. Use the raid emotes as we join her. I just wrote raid gold Tory dust. That's not gonna work out. Gold dust Tory. That's better. Win all your games. Yeah, maybe a bit more constructive than that. But thank you for watching. I'll be back later during Christmas. I'll probably do some Tactics Frenzy streaming. That way you can see how it works and maybe get you interested in checking out the iPhone app. But thank you so much for your support. It's been a great 2 years. I'm hoping to continue for another 2 years. And have a good one.